how we can scale up. Or if someone is, if someone is charging ABC amount and he wants to scale up his charges, his client consultancy rates, or whatever it is. So how he's gonna scale that up to his customers?
How is he going to scale that up? Well, again, if he's it just depends. It depends on the business. I
Hmm.
mean, sometimes you have to do some hiring, you have to do it more. One of the things a lot of businesses do is they don't hire soon enough. Okay. They don't train the people properly. So
Hmm.
if I want to scale, if I'm consulting and I want to scale up my consulting rates, I
Yeah.
have to either have more time in the day, which can't be done, right? Or I want to work all night, and be up all night, or I want to be able to train another Barry who
Hmm.
can do everything that I can do,
Right,
which is a
right, right.
scary thing to do because if you give all your expertise to somebody else, maybe they go away. So you have to make it worthwhile for them to stay
Hmm.
too. So what if you want to scale up a consulting business, you have to bring on in effect partners or somebody that can become a partner because once you've taught, you have to teach them everything you know. And
Hmm.
once you've done that, they can go away and charge a little bit less than you and take your clients away from you. So you have to make it worth their while too. So scaling up is a very tricky thing and it depends on the individual business. Uh,
Right, right.
I mean, it really makes a difference. There are businesses that can't be scaled up,
Hmm.
uh, or they can't easily be scaled up. It becomes a little bit more difficult. As a speaker, if I wanted to be just a speaker, and that's what I wanted to do, the only thing I wanted to do was be a speaker and be in front of audiences. There's a point where you can't scale that up anymore, right? Because there's just one me, and I have to get to wherever the issues are. But maybe I figure out, well, my clients would be happier if I didn't give them an hour and a half. If I gave them 45 minutes. Uh, or they'd be just as happy if I did it over Skype or if I did it over Zoom.
Yeah.
Or they'd be almost as happy. Maybe I could do it. Maybe I could do some Zoom presentations and charge a bit less for that, but still give
Hmm.
it to so I'm still appearing in front of the whole convention if they don't mind doing that for the convention. It just depends on what the business is and what the scale up possibilities really are. But they're limited in some businesses.
Right.
My business, I work with one assistant, and he basically does the marketing and
All right.
does dealing with you and people like yourself.
Hmm.
He's just got off the phone with the Wall Street Journal because I have an interview with them, but I have to, I'm doing this. I can't do that and talk to them at the same time. So we say, it may run a little bit long. He just hopefully rescheduled. I don't know, but hopefully he's rescheduling it a little bit because the initial interview I did with them this morning, they needed a little bit more, so he
All
had to
right.
reschedule. So I've got an assistant that can help me, but he can't be me. He can't be me.
Yeah.
Now, if
Totally.
I was doing just consulting, I might make him me and hire somebody else to do the marketing.
Hmm. Totally. Totally understood. So what I understood is that in order to scale up, you have to develop some sort of systems around you, and you have to, look for the possibilities of what you can add extra value to the customers, and then obviously they're gonna pay you more and for your
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
Totally.
Now, if you're just looking to scale up your rates, that's
Yeah.
easy to do.
Yeah.
You, doing that is a lot easier to do than scaling up the business. So
Mm.
I can't do too many more speaking presentations within the day or within the week or the year. If I'm just trying to raise my rates, that's a
Mm.
relatively easy thing to do because all I have to do is get better at what I'm doing.
Yeah.
When I
Absolutely.
started out, I wasn't charging very much as a speaker.
Mm.
I charge quite a bit more now, but I'm a whole lot better. So I think they get a lot more value now of what I have to say now than they did when I was charging a whole lot less, but I wasn't nearly as good because I keep the audience awake at least. When you start out as a speaker, you tend to be very boring and you give them a lot of information which they don't absorb because you're not delivering it in the proper way, in a way that's interesting, in a way that's memorable. So
Yeah.
scaling up in most business and many businesses, it's just a matter of becoming better. If what you're talking about by scaling up is just increasing your rates.